Look at all the, look at all. Oh, looks like they already started. We are going to see the Samus, and we're going to see Neeroz on the sticks with the Pikachu. Now, this is a Pikachu skin you don't see that often. And I don't really comment on skins that much, but I never see the white and red ball cap Pikachu.
Nah, Neeroz is diffy, bro. He's rocking this. He's starting out already with that forward air, sending Spectral off stage just like that. He's putting that pressure on the Samus already. You cannot give Samus that time to think, right?
Ooh, what tracking with a down air? I mean, these two players are playing like kind of at mid-range, but they're just like, all right, I'm going to throw out my projectiles, and then I'm just going to jump in at you, just throw caution to the wind. Jab is going to send him off stage, but yeah, Neeroz has had a very good just collection of this ledge. He's trying to make Spectral press buttons, and Spectral is trying to up air. Why did that actually connect? He was in the middle of the
Okay.
Neutral. This is the state of neutral in this day and age.
This is Samus. That's a perfect testament to Samus in general. Oh, Neeroz catching the jump there with the forward air. Pikachu's like ledge play here is going to be really tough to get around. Very good stuff. The call out there. The down throw, not able to find that charge shot though. Spectral, these setups are actually pretty good. Playing that dash out here at 112. So hopefully you can try to close the sock here any way you can. Oh, going straight through the. Oh, catching the spot dodge.
Side B. I feel like half of the pressure that comes out of neutral B itself is just the pump fake.
Yeah.
You think they're going to commit to charging neutral B, so you kind of pick an option, then they pump fake, and then they catch you with a jump read with fair or something like that. Trying to catch a neutral get up with the F smash, but actually going to go for a roll behind back throw, but scouted out perfectly with the up B. I mean, Samus is kind of just like that character that walls you out, and the second that you get in, they're like, oh my god, you're on top of me. What if I just up B away, and now we reset position. Samus is one of the best characters in the game at just resetting neutral, and that's exactly where she loves to thrive.
Exactly. You got Neeroz at 149. You need to close the stock soon, or else you do not want to fight this Pikachu with basically max rage here. Oh, Spectral getting through there, just finding that dash hack. It's not going to take an amazing DI from Spectral. Hanging on there, almost charging fully up that charge shot, and that ledge trump, you're not able to find that though.
That's crazy that the ledge trump actually led to a disadvantageous position for Neeroz.
That's crazy. Oh,
they're not going to take it just yet. These characters are living. Pikachu refuses to die, and Pikachu also refuses to get kills.
This is crazy. Neeroz waiting for the option for Spectral, trying to close the cycle. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, that was
the grab. You can hold out with that dash. That good stuff from Neeroz. Now you're at 160, essentially max rage here, and you got to take the stock of Pikachu now. And that there you go. All right.
That was a good DI too.
Yeah, that up he had a shield is just a thing of nightmare.
Look in the background. It actually flashes instead. It actually flashes.
Oh, that's sick.
You got Euro Step. You got Avast in the background. Oh my god.
Yeah, Paris basket. Yo, that's sick.
That's actually really cool.
Shout out to whoever modded the Switch, because that is insanely cool. Anyways, 46. Oh, Spectral putting on this damage really well. Oh my gosh, a call. If you go for a call like that on Pikachu,
my god,
crazy.
catching the landing with a neutral beam. My goodness. I mean, you can see that Neeroz is struggling a little bit in neutral. You saw the first stock that it was tit for tat, but now Spectral kind of just got a handle on. Oh, I'm playing Samus. I can just go to the corner and press neutral B until you approach me, and then I can wall you out with my amazing buttons. And I think that's the game plan Spectral's sticking to here. Already racking up 107% at this point. Going for a ledge trump, not going to get a punish off of it, but the pressure is still mounting. Dash tech to 118. He's doing a great job of just keeping Neeroz in disadvantageous positions at all times.
Exactly. I mean, they're looking pretty good right now. Calling the roll in with that charge charge. Spectral's like, we're talking about how terrible this matchup is. Oh my, the spot dodge call out there too. Spectral is just like literally reading everything. Yo, Neeroz's soul. He knows exactly what he's going for at all times. We're talking about how bad this matchup could be. Like literally, Spectral is just like knows exactly what Neeroz wants at all times. Oh my god, he's literally playing basketball, dude.
The pump fake literally triggers somebody's fight or flight response on an instant, and then you can just be like, oh yeah, there was never a danger to begin with. I'm gonna grab you real quick.
Yo, Spectral is looking super good right now. Down throw to back air.
Already at 72. Where did that come from?
Samus.
Yep.
That was like 2 neutral interactions. Oh my god, catching the roll too. Neeroz is getting way too comfortable with these rolls in neutral.
That's exactly what you have to do. I mean, what you want to do to counter charge shot times sometimes is when they shoot it, you want to roll through the charge shot and right on top of them. But if they kind of just wait for that to happen, boom, you just get shot with the charge shot anyway.
Spectral literally like knows exactly what Neeroz wants at all times. It's like playing this super well. Very good stuff to him. I mean, you already got Neeroz at 96%. You're almost lapped in percentages. You need to, Neeroz needs to close the stock out sooner, or else you're going to be basically wraps.
Unfortunately, I think Neeroz is going for a little bit of an option here. Unfortunately, I think that is going to be game number 1 for Spectral. Ask if we're going to run it back. Unfortunately, Neeroz did fall the victim to the Samus neutral. There's going to be a lot of adjustments to be made here, because when you're playing against Samus, you have to rewire your brain and rewire how you play Smash, because Pikachu does have a good amount, like Thunderjolt, it does do a serviceable job, but I feel like you're just playing a war of attrition of like, I'm throwing my projectiles, you're throwing your projectiles. Who has the better hands at the end of the day? And that is most certainly Samus. But I feel like Pikachu, once they get their combos going, it can definitely stand tit for tat. But you never really saw those super extended combos you usually see from Pikachu players.
It's like
saw Samus punish game more often than not.
Neeroz was getting those combos like when he got in, but like Spectral knew every time. It was like he was like cheating on a test. Like he knew exactly which answers he was.
That's exactly what Samus is. Imagine you take a multiple choice test, and 3 of the 4 answers are right. But also, you know how you can just leave the answer blank? That can be right, too.
Oh, it's like the SAT.
Essentially.
The SAM US. The Samus.
Leave the option blank if it's wrong, if none of these are correct.
Just up B, and then you're not going to get punished for it. What's the worst that happens? You get Pikachu up air, you're chilling.
Now, actually, Pikachu doesn't have like a super like heavy-hitting move to like punish Samus for doing something stupid. It kind of just is, I got my opening, I got my combo, I got to get out now.
Exactly. Very good stuff. Spectral. I mean, like we saw like on the ledge there too at the end, like the way you just spot dodge straight through the thunder. You know you're feeling confident when you just like you throw out an option like thunder and you just spot dodge that. Like you don't even just hold. You could just sit there and shield.
It's like, yeah, I know exactly when you're gonna do this. Let's move this along.
That's a power move right there.
Looks like we're preparing to get into game number 2. I think Neeroz may have ran it back. I'm not sure on that yet, though. I feel like we might see a lot of Kalos from Pikachu players.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be optimal to say the least. I mean, walls for Pikachu are obviously they work out pretty well. Like the T-Jolt going down the long and catching Samus there. Like Samus doesn't really have a lot of places to go. Like obviously the tether grab is pretty good, but if you're able to call out the recovery there, you put her in such a bad position. Neeroz definitely has to take advantage of that, you know.
I feel like Samus is just never super uncomfortable at any amount of time because that character can just. Oh yeah, get off me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Look at me go. Samus is a character that makes me angry. Despite characters making me angry, I love seeing characters like that being played professionally at a high to like at a mid, high, even top level, because it just shows the extent of like what can be done in a game. And every character has their own skill ceiling, and how far somebody can take it is always impressive at the end of the day.
Exactly. That's, like matchups are like we were talking about like how we talk about the meta in America, right? And then we have like matchups here too, like. Spectral, obviously you think that like, oh, Neeroz just gets in and plays Pikachu and I can't do anything. But he was playing that, like, it made it seem like even matchup. It seemed like really doable. Like, this country is like opening my eyes to Smash Brothers, right? We have been playing, we have been blinding ourselves.
I'm not gonna say that.
Literally a whole new world.
A magic place that you never do.
So many places to go. I never know. I think I messed up the lyrics there.
You did.
Unfortunately.
I mean, you maybe jumped the shark a little bit. You know, I actually heard the story of why the term "jumping the shark" became what it is.
Why? Is it not just when like stuntmen like would jump over sharks? Like,
well, that's the story of how it happened. Jumping the shark means you go completely like off the walls, like such like. It's literally a jump into Crazy Town. Like the connection there doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, okay.
Like you do something crazy because this show kind of like lost its ratings a little bit. It was like a consistent show until it started to drop a little bit. So like, what if we had a guy on water skis literally jump over a pool of sharks?
Did he make it?
Yes, he did. But
let's go.
Jump. That's where the term "jumping the shark" came from.
That's pretty funny, actually. What show was this?
I could not tell you. My limited extended knowledge is limited only to so much.
Only to a simple Google search. What's your background?
Oh, fun fact. I don't think I can tell this story, so I'll tell you afterward.
Okay. Fun fact.
If you want to look at it, there it is.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume I know what entails.
High school shenanigans. We'll call it that.
That's fair.
Production. You want to see my background?
You wanna see my black screen?
Oh, I can see my reflection in the black screen. That's insane.
Looking type cute right now.
These bands are taking a very long time.
We're just like, they're like he's writing an essay like
Proto Banham, the Iceman. This is what's happening right now.
Oh my.
I feel like icing a Samus mate is like the last thing you want to do because they're like, oh, you wanted to ice me? I was holding B anyway. It's all right. We're good.
Oh my god. Like they're writing 3 to 5 paragraph essays about why they want to go to said stage. Why I'm banning said stage. I think Pokemon Stadium 2 is disadvantageous for Pikachu here.
So I saw a tweet that was like one of the power moves that you can do to somebody before the sets even start, like inputting your name and your controls really fast, like letting them ban first, and once they announce their character, pulling out a notebook and like analyzing notes just to make them feel fear before the set.
It's like you like pull out a notebook, but like, you don't even do anything. You literally just write down like gibberish.
Just like thumb through it. And you're like,
hey bro, how's your day going? Oh, pretty good. Hey, where do you go? We got a major. Where region you come from? Ohio.
That's lower than mid, I'll tell you that much.
Holy mid. Here we go, finally.
Hollow Bastion.
Holy W. Hollow W. Here we go.
Can't spell hollow without W.
Yes.
And 2 L's theoretically enough, but 2 L's does make a W as well.
Let's see who's being taking these 2 L's on the stage, though. Oh my. All right, let's get into this. I mean, Neeroz starting is a lot better, right? You like realizing that like, okay, I can't give Samus the time of day. I gotta play just super aggressive into this character.
So here's the difference I think Hollow Bastion is gonna make is that when Samus likes to retreat to the corner, it's a very powerful thing because the PS2 platforms are long and they are going to cover you in the corner. There's not really too much approach option. When Pikachu has center stage and Samus backs up to the corner, they are literally in a corner. They have nowhere to escape to. They either jump into the Pikachu or they have to eat a Thunder Jolt. There's not really anything to cover you from up above. So I think the Hollow Bastion pick is gonna benefit Pikachu a little bit more in game plan. But at the end of the day, if you don't have center stage, then Samus gets that opportunity and bam, just barely missing that punish.
That's far. Yeah, definitely right there. I mean, it's just the stage is really good for Pikachu here, especially because like if you're able to find those convert just like that, the Nair drag down into up smash, you're definitely on top of the ball a lot more in this game. Spectral leading a little bit shook up. He's still, it's looking like essentially like the first stock from the last game. Spectral getting the call out there with the F tilt, calling the landing. There we go. It's just like Neeroz in this disadvantage stage, been getting called out time and time again. He's like, obviously it's hard to get through the Samus. It's easier said than done. That F tilt, ew.
Yeah, that was a little bit gross.
That's reminiscent of Tilde there with the Falco F tilt. That's very good stuff.
You can tell that Neeroz, when he gets in and starts to make Spectral feel uncomfortable, he is moving. He knows exactly what he's doing. But more often than not, Spectral just opts to just escape from the pressure and go back to ledge. And that's alleviating pressure and not feeding into what makes Neeroz and Pikachu a really good player. Playing against somebody's strengths and to their weaknesses is a really good strategy and really good stuff coming out from Spectral. But at the end of the day, I think Spectral's just getting more out of like resetting neutral, getting more out of than Neeroz is in advantage state, which leads to Spectral W's.
Exactly.
What was that? Oh my god.
That was the wall jump and a half there, yeah. Using the walls there to his advantage there. Spectral looking pretty good right now. You're at 151. Honestly, you got to take the stock off his Spectral now. You do not want to mess with the Samus rage.
Does up there take it at this percent? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know. Maybe soon. That dash attack is not going to take it. Wow, Spectral's still holding on.
The DI? Why is Samus heavy? Oh, well, goodbye.
Why say? Oh, yeah, okay. You can't re-grab a little bit. Pikachu. Nice call there from Neeroz. He's looking pretty good right now. Just waiting for that opening.
Yeah, something that's going to be really advantageous for Spectral is I believe if he uses a lot of ground movement, then these aerial options are going to be like less prominent, less forward airs, less up airs, and you can kind of force him to play the charge shot game and the grab game. So at the end of the day, that just Samus has so many options to deal with you in neutral. Even though Pikachu's short, you can force Samus into a certain game plan. It's not like they're lacking in that department either. And here we go, getting the up tilt Nair trains, but unfortunately going to drop the combo, but going to reset down air. Do we do a double dip? We do, but almost catches with the spike of the Thunder. Unfortunately for Neeroz, not going to get the spike into the Thunder portion, but still going to get a good amount of projectile damage. And he brought this right back into even from what looked like dire straits.
Oh my gosh, Spectral hanging on, using that F tilt, that usage of Samus F tilt is so good. Keeping Neeroz at bay time and time again. That dash attack, not going to close the stock, but again, you're looking super good right now. So Neeroz is doing so good at catching. Like, both these players are doing so good at catching the other player in their disadvantaged state, right? It just, Spectral has that slight edge there, which is those hard calls of charge shot and setting Pikachu off stage. It's like, the kill power from Samus is like almost unrivaled, right? It's so disgusting. Oh, it's like that F smash able to find it call out there.
Something I'm seeing from Spectral, which I really like, is usually Pikachus love to just up B at you and cross up your shield and not expect you to do anything. But Spectral has been like, oh, you upbeat on top of me, I'm going to try to poke you, I'm going to try to kill you. And that's something that, like, not giving Pikachu that any, like, respite and making him feel uncomfortable at all times leads to panic options like that roll right there. And Spectral is going to capitalize really heavy-handed with that dash attack. Only 120%. Pikachu is far away from a kill from like a random like F smash or Nair up smash. So Pikachu really has to get this kill right now to bring this back to even.
Exactly. We're looking at a possible upset right now. Neeroz looking at his possible final stock in winner's side.
Neeroz is the first seed of his pool as well.
Exactly. It's definitely be crazy if Spectral's able to find this 2-0, but as of right now, Neeroz is looking good right now. If he's able to find that T-Jolt into a kill confirm, he could still put himself in this, but Spectral is just like unwavering defensive play. The confidence is absolutely looking super well right now.
The neutral looks really weird because they're both kind of just like throwing fisticuffs at each other. They're kind of just like swinging in air.
Ooh.
But at this point, it benefits Spectral more often than not. Spectral doesn't need these hits. He just needs to go. He needs the hits to be equal, if not greater than, to Neeroz. And at this point, when he gets those hits, he already when he left his second stock, he already dealt 80 damage to Pikachu, which you're putting yourself in a great position. Throwing off stage with the back air and into the up air, only dealing 15.6%. Unfortunately, I need Neeroz to get more out of these interactions. You absolutely have to be losing heavy-handed when you get Samus in disadvantage. But unfortunately for Neeroz, he's just not getting those combos. And
is that going to take? Wow, the 2-0 from Spectral. What an upset! His boys are popping off.